So what kind of cool notebooks do you guys get?
I got a couple I could go get to share.
No, it's all right. We can play D&D, I guess.
Maybe not.
Listen, let my brain catch up, okay? All right?
He said, I guess.
Yeah, I said I guess. I was waiting for confirmation, so thank you.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Jesus. Okay, where did we end off? You guys were all... You seen a thing with some stuff that happened?
Justin saw a lady.
Yeah.
I thought you all saw her.
I don't know. I wrote that Justin saw her.
I wrote nothing about a lady, so...
I wrote
that was right
nothing
before
about I gotta
Did
start
that
taking
priest
notes.
that branded me teleport away?
No. So...
Tell us what happened. Hey! Hey! Tell us what
last
happened.
time on Silvistead, you guys got into a fight with Gold Boy, 3 Silver Boys, and Miners, and the SG team decided to help out. The 3 Silver Boys were just regular dudes wearing armor, as far as you knew, and they killed one of the Miners in the ensuing battle, and the Gold dude branded Arlette, and then everybody froze, and you seen a portal open up, and it was super duper spooky. And then you saw just like the vague shape of a person walking around, and then you saw the shape of a hand basically burn into the face of the gold armored fellow, the priest, and you saw like the golden armor melt down around the hand. And I believe that was where we ended. Something like that. If that wasn't exactly what happened, fill in the rest. Your imagination is wonderful.
I do remember the helmet being like fucking crushed or melted on the dude's head, so it tracks.
Yes.
Tracks.
Yeah, I wrote that their armor collapsed in.
I need to take better notes.
Yeah, where did I put my pen? There it is. It's gone. Not even fucking joking. It's gone.
I heard it.
I heard it too. Oh
This is
boy.
the definition of there she was. Gone.
And there it was, gone.
Here's look at my boy. No, my boy.
Alrighty then. So, let me turn down that music. It's loud in my ears. I can't think. That's my excuse today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you see the hand, the shape of the hand, just burn in through the helmet of the priest, and the armor melts down around the shape of the hand, and everybody is frozen still, just absolutely. It's like looking at a picture or a painting. And the priest's body falls to the ground. And you can just see the gold metal kind of around the shape of a hand, and it just fades into that strange, almost like mist shape of a person that's been walking around. It just kind of fades into it. And all of the other bodies of the people on the SG team and the miners, you see them start to move and like get laid back into place where they were before the battle started. The bodies of the 3 armored people and the priest get stacked up next to each other. And then you see all of the metal from their bodies and their weapons start to flow off of them up into the air, forming just a floating orb of not hot but molten looking metal. And then you see all of the liquid from their bodies form another one next to it. And soon enough, there's nothing left but just like bones and hair and strange bits and pieces of little pieces of leather armor or leather parts of their armor and things just on the ground where their bodies were with their bones underneath it. And these two orbs of just swarming liquid in the air above them. And then you see the back of a person standing there. They're wearing a green cloak that just covers the back of their body. You can see this wide black, like straight-brimmed hat on their head. And they just appear suddenly where the mist of this person was standing.
The bodies that got harvested, was that just the newcomers, or was that all the like
Just the ones you guys were fighting.
Okay, yeah.
And we're the only ones that are able to move right now?
You still can't move. You're being held in place, but you see the other people get moved back where they were.
And the new figures have hats?
It's just one person.
Oh.
They all have hats.
Everybody has hats. Everybody pick a hat.
I pictured shadows of like No One Expects the Inquisition with those big circle hats. I don't know why. that was what I just thought.
I wouldn't have expected
crew of
it, to be
dudes.
No one expects the elvish Inquisition.
Someone make that meme. Just do it. I'm just picturing some like fucking Baldur's Gate 3 party all wearing shitty hats.
Yeah, truly. So many shitty hats.
Would either of you like to try to do anything?
Arlette is going to try and struggle and move.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
Forgot my goddamn dice again.
Foundry is running if you...
I'll just bring up a
24.
24. You start to feel yourself get some more movement of where within the space you're in, but you can't get the move away from where you are, but you're not tightly bound.
Okay, I'm not paralyzed. I'm stuck.
Yep.
Okay.
It's almost like there's just hands around you in different places just holding you in place, like not super forcefully, but enough that you can't move out of where you are.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm bringing up dice on my phone. This is the content they've come to see. Hey guys, the DM forgot his dice. What a fucking idiot.
Ah, Rooney.
Rooney!
Rooney!
Rooney, Rooney.
Oh no, I'm gonna...
You're gonna summon Grania again.
Yeah. Didn't learn my lesson.
What does the S mean when it's next to a spell? I can't remember.
Somatic.
Somatic, yeah.
Oh, you have to talk.
Can we talk right now, Patrick?
Have you tried to?
I don't know. I'm going to ask.
Who are you asking? Who's Velum asking? What's he asking?
Well, so
you're on the
Velum...
verge of a trauma check here, bud.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be bad. I failed the last one. Velum would... I want to cast Thunderclap to try and move because he saw Arlette like kind of struggle a little bit. It's like, oh, I could just like make a loud noise and we'll see if I can get out of this.
Okay. Read me out the spell.
The spell is a cantrip. You create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range, other than you, must succeed a con save or take 1d6 thunder damage.
Whoa.
It's just a 5-foot range.
Okay. Go for it.
Anything with near me has to do a con save 14.
Yeah, you guys aren't right next to each other. It's fine.
No. At the end of the battle, none of us were close.
Yeah.
I was far away dealing with somebody. I'm just making a really loud noise to see if I can wake people up.
Hmm.
Give me 1 second while the internet loads the thing.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
That doesn't tell me everything I needed to know. What is the saving throw?
Con 14.
Con.
More the
God
fun.
damn it.
How to roll. Con
Fuck yeah.
Do you want me to just roll it for you? Because I got
No,
a
I'm
nat
trying
1 if
to-
you roll.
Okay. Con save?
Yeah.
$16.
It doesn't hurt anybody, but it does make a loud noise.
Good.
Jesus.
Jesus. That's all I know. That's all I can do.
So the feeling of the hands around Velum's body goes away for a moment as you cast this cantrip. I would like you to make a strength check. You are being grappled, and for some reason I can never remember the rules for grapple.
You can. Velum can make acrobatics or athletics, and the grappler has to use athletics.
I have a -1 to strength, so acrobatics it is. 17.
Nice.
He just fails.
Ooh.
18.
If you
Oh, wait.
if you're grappled and it's your turn, you can also use a push attack.
I lied. I actually got a dirty 20.
Oh,
I rolled a 16 and was thinking -1 was a +1, but I have a +4.
hell yeah!
Nice. You feel all of the small, like, regular-sized hands around your body. The feeling of that totally disappears. And just the moment after that goes away, you feel the push of a massive hand against your chest trying to slam you down into the ground. But you manage to push away from it. You are not being held in place. The person standing with the two orbs in front of them, underneath or just above either one of their hands, is still standing back onto you.
Wait, say that again. Standing. Where are they?
They're probably about... Oh my god. Something about recording D&D just kills me, apparently. They are about 20... Yeah, I'd say probably about 20 feet in front of you.
Are they looking in my direction?
No.
I want to slowly make my way over to who's ever furthest away from them.
You guys are all probably just roughly about the same distance away from.
Then I will head over towards Arlette.
Okay.
Very slowly, like seeing if I can just like sneak that way.
Make a stealth check.
That's an 18.
Okay.
And
You feel very sneaky.
I fucking crushed it. And then I would try and help Arlette move forward by pushing them in the back.
Can I... Oh, yeah, wait. Velum was able to talk.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to hiss, "Get Wyatt, I'm fine."
I will turn and walk towards Wyatt very quietly.
Wyatt's taking a big old drag of his cigarette.
And is Wyatt closer to, like, trees and stuff? Or...
I
can't
would say
remember
that
where we're at.
I was close to the trees because I was trying to get between the Golden Knight and the miners that were trying to flee. So
Okay.
I was kind of in the woods a little bit.
Okay, I want to use my once a day Misty Step to go over to Wyatt, and I checked and it's only verbal.
Ooh.
Go for it.
And my rage has dropped. So
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
So if it works, intend to Misty Step over to right beside Wyatt
Okay.
and try and be like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no
somehow.
like roll for that or anything, right? Like you just spend the spell.
Yeah, I just get to, it's a bonus action, and I go to somewhere within 30 feet. I assume he's within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I disappear in a cloud of mist.
And reappear in a cloud of
Cigarette
pine
smoke.
needles. Ed, is that you? Yes, so that would be like a bonus action for you then. So anything you want to do as you appear next to Wyatt?
We're all in the same area now, right?
Yeah.
I'd say Velum's made it over.
Already in action. If someone comes at us with intent, I will attack them.
What in the actual fuck is going on? Also, sorry, Velum.
No. Arlette, how the fuck did you get here before me? I was walking towards you.
Well, I mean, we all have our talents, right? Like, I can't make people fight better by telling jokes, and you can't grow a tail.
I would argue that Velum also can't make people fight better by telling jokes.
That's an argument you're allowed to make, but I can make people fall over with laughter. So
That was helpful.
do you want to help moving, or are you just comfortable being stuck there?
I've got me a cigarette. I think I'm all right.
All right, good joke.
What is going on?
I don't know. There's some weird fucking melty shit happening.
Yeah, I can see there's whatever the fuck.
Do you want to stay there and get melted?
Well, am I about to get? Is it?
I don't know.
Imminent
I have no
melting?
idea. Do you want to stick around and find out?
Well, not really. I also wanted to say I'm sorry. I started that fight. I fully did start that fight. So, and you look pretty injured, fellow. I got off pretty good. I'm almost fine, to be honest. You're bleeding everywhere.
You're right. I am bleeding a lot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, can I push me or something? Someone push me over.
I push him.
Am I free? Did it work?
with the flat of my sword.
Give me a strength check. I'll say you have advantage because Wyatt is helping you.
You could do it.
Oh wait, I get it. Oh,
Yeah,
I
sorry,
thought I was helping him move. Okay, here we go. Strength check.
Happy you're doing it because I'm not strong.
No, you're not. I rolled a 4 and a 4 minus 1 is 3.
I would say that
Wyatt, your
Arlette...
cigarette falls out of your mouth.
Fuck!
It fucking burns my arm. Ow! God damn it!
Put that back in me mouth, would you?
No.
What?
It's in the dirt. It's
No,
gone. It's gone.
I don't care about that. Pick it
gone.
up. Oh, boy, pick it up.
I pick up the
Arlette
cigarette.
watches all this and is just like, oh, for God's sake, and grabs Wyatt's hand and tries to yank him out of the stuckness.
Same thing. Give me a strength check with advantage.
As Velum is putting the cigarette back in my mouth, I get...
God, that went so poorly. Is that
Was it a
true?
3?
It is double nat ones. I had to check. I was like, is that a
Wow.
7? No, those are both nat ones.
I'm gonna be stuck here forever.
I let you yank on him, and you think you've got him free, and he just gets stuck like halfway falling down.
I like the idea of Arlette just pulls Wyatt's coat off.
I'm cold.
Yeah, and as you're just about to put the cigarette back in Wyatt's mouth, you let go of it just as Arlette yanks on him, and it falls back down.
And I'm like half doing like I'm like on a 45 right now. Well,
I guess Wyatt's stuck here forever.
I'm stuck here forever.
Yeah. Sorry, man. It was nice knowing you.
Yeah. What can
Wyatt,
you do?
you notice your cigarette slowly float back up off of the ground
Oh,
and land, or just go towards your mouth. You take it.
Velum, how'd you do that?
I didn't do that.
What?
No, not me.
Arlette.
Hello.
That wasn't Arlette. I can't see anything. Who's saying that?
You turn around. Why
Yeah.
doesn't? Arlette and Velum turn around, and the person in the cloak is standing probably about 10 feet away from you guys in the trees. It's a woman. She's taller than Arlette. She has this green cloak that's coming down around, and you can see underneath a lot of really dark colored armor, and there's these different types of metal embellishments around the edges of all of the metal. She's got long white hair in a braid that's coming down just over her shoulder at this point, and that wide-brimmed black hat on, and you can see a scar going down over one of her eyes.
Hello.
Hi.
Which one of you has... what would we call it? Which one of you has the thing the deer skull gave you?
The metal wood that we don't know about? It's... What thing? What are you talking about? We don't have a thing. You're a
So
thing.
you
Who
have
are
a-
you? No.
Oh,
Do
you know
have
what?
it, Velum?
No, Velum for sure has it. I hit it last...
Yeah, you put
I hit
your
it. in,
goggles.
yes, it's in the eye of the goggle right now.
Eye
Thank you for
of the
reminding me where I hit it. I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a good sleight of hand on it too, so I think it was even a nat 20 if I'm remembering right.
Give me a second here.
Is this, sorry, just to make sure I'm understanding, is this a new figure or one of the figures that was here has noticed us?
There was only one figure that appeared. It was like the shape of the person moving around. It was just one person,
Yeah.
and it was the one who was standing up with the two orbs.
Okay.
So sorry, is this the same orb person?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
not a
it
new
is the
figure.
same orb person.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for
You're welcome.
clarifying. My brain didn't want to process that.
Orbra.
Orbra. That is 100% not their name, but you're welcome to call them that. Velum, give me a perception check.
Oh, that's not. Okay. It's not awful. 4.
4.
Fuck.
Okay. In that case, Arlette, give me a perception check. Wyatt, give me one with disadvantage.
Yeah, that sounds
No.
about right. What's going on?
Oh, yes. 21.
7.
7. Wyatt, you don't notice. Arlette, you see the tip of his goggle just tip slightly on his forehead, and the octahedron, as I've been told it is called, drops out and just floats away from the side of his head.
Can I grab it? Is it floating past me?
You can try.
I would like to.
Sure. Give me a dexterity check.
Okay.
Athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Ooh, it's not good. It's a 7.
7.
Man, we are crushing it today.
Hey, I just got a 21 perception.
No,
True.
you're right.
That's the only thing that's
21
gone well.
vision.
Do not have good perception. That was a 19 on the die.
You see her hold out her left hand, and she seemingly takes the octahedron out of thin air in front of you, Velum.
Oh,
I guess
that
I have it
thing.
now. Yes, this.
Oh, that's not what you described. Sorry. If you would have been a little more clear, I would have remembered that I was holding that.
Right.
Yeah, my
For sure.
apologies.
Yeah, you know, it's a communication thing. Not everybody's got it. You know, some of us just know how to spin a yarn a little bit better than others.
Speaking of spinning a yarn, can someone spin me around?
Oh, sorry. She snaps her fingers and give me a dexterity saving throw. Yes.
Oh wait, fuck! I rolled. I don't know why I rolled with disadvantage. 13, not the worst.
13. Yeah, you managed to catch yourself before you just slam your head into the ground.
I don't crush my cigarette.
Yeah, the most important part.
Small miracles.
Small miracles indeed.
In D&D.
Did the deer skull happen to explain to you guys what this is?
No, listen. I have a couple of choice words for that deer skull. If I'm honest, they didn't explain anything. They told us to do something, and we were like, "Why?" And then they wraps us up with all these vines, and we're trying to get out, and it was all a confusing mess. And then we went to yesterday. Today.
That was one of the more confusing parts, honestly, which is really saying something.
Yeah, the fact that yesterday is actually tomorrow now is really blowing
And
my
the
mind.
same thing didn't happen unless you're the wolf.
Are you the wolf?
Now you're starting to confuse me, which is very interesting. Which wolf
revolver
are you
out.
talking about?
Are you a werewolf?
Wolf?
I am many things, but a werewolf is not one of them.
Oh, right. That mystery still remains, I guess.
Would you like to know what it is?
I'd like to know a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? If you're offering,
Yeah.
I mean, we're not asking to know what it is, but if you're offering to tell us, like, we'll take it.
Who are you? Who's the deer skull? What do they want? What do you want? What's that thing?
What is going on?
What's going on?
We'll go back to what's your name? She points at you, Wyatt.
My name is Wyatt.
It seems like a very weird question to ask as a DM. Just like, so what's your name, Wyatt?
What's your name, Wyatt?
Well, Wyatt, could you repeat your first question?
Oh,
Who are you?
who are you? Thanks, Velum.
No problem.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Werewolf and why? Sorry.
It's good shit.
Oh,
My name is Nova Pellucida.
sorry. Can you say that one more time? Nova.
Nova
My apologies. That's why I asked you to say it again.
Nova.
Pellucida.
The
Pellucida.
Pellucida.
And Nova, you just so happen to just be able to like stop people in their tracks and hold them on 45-degree angles and stuff.
And like pull things towards you, like metal objects.
Yeah,
Out
that.
of
Yes.
goggles.
And harvest flesh from people's bones.
Yeah,
And
weird.
melt metal.
Not the flesh.
Oh, not better.
Well, they're not very good people.
Okay, well, we can agree on that, actually. They were taking up arms against these poor relatively defenseless miners, and felt like we had to step in.
To be fair, Wyatt, I believe you were the one who started it.
I admitted that, yeah. I'm not saying I didn't.
Yes.
I already apologized to Velum.
That dude fucking branded me. I don't care who started the fight. If you come in ready to brand people,
That's
you
messed
go
up.
fuck yourself.
That wasn't the choice. Would you like to get rid of it?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
She holds up her left hand towards your face and give me a trauma check.
Okay. $11.
11. You see, for a split second, just an absolute chaotic amount of runes and things whipping around this woman, and they all, within this one moment, just swirl together and go towards her hand, and you can feel something as this brand that's been, you feel like heat on the front of your forehead from it just disappears.
So this is like truly wild in a no magic world then. She's just like astoundingly overflowing with crazy magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arlette, are you alright?
I'm not fucking branded anymore, but like I got a lot of questions. Are you gonna you're gonna explain things to us? What?
Yes.
I mean, okay. Please then. Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
You'll have to trust me for a moment. I know we've just met. But if you would, it would probably be best if all of you were to turn around for one moment and close your eyes.
Well, that's awfully suspicious.
Yeah, that's...
That's how people get stabbed in the back.
You don't have to.
There was also like a weird initiation thing that happened when we got to camp where they did some hazing things.
I think that was literally just for you, Velum.
You know what?
They didn't do that to me.
You guys couldn't have just agreed on that.
I mean,
okay.
I think that it's healthier if you know, so that in the future you can try and avoid these things.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, you don't have to turn around. She turns around, and you see her take her right hand, and everybody give me a perception check with disadvantage.
That's a 9, baby.
I rode so well on one of my dice. I got a 6.
Ooh. I also got 9.
Ritz and call it, you guys. Everybody give me a trauma check now.
Nat 20.
Wow. Velum, did you get another 1?
No, I got a 2.
Oh, slightly better.
Yeah.
At least your modifier won't go
fuck.
Oh.
down. I got a 14.
14. Velum, your mind just starts to burn. You take,
Oh, God.
5 psychic damage
Oh.
as her right arm traces out an arc in front of or around her, and you see what looks like, it was like when she appeared, it's as if reality turns into a sheet of paper and it's just being ripped along this arc over her head. Arlette and Wyatt, you see her create out of nowhere this thin purple line in the air, just glowing profusely, and as her hand moves across, runes come out from it, and it's as if someone is drawing a million things at once as runes appear everywhere, and the shape of a door in the same purple light appears. And after a few moments, an actual wooden door stands in front of her. Velum, you see the door appear, and all of this just shattered reality around it just snaps back into place.
Ow. That. See, this is why I didn't want to turn around, because I knew something bad was gonna happen.
You look rough, buddy. You
Yeah.
okay?
I am very pale, coughed up a little bit of blood.
Maybe you should sit down.
Like,
Have a little seat. Here, I rolled something. Is there a body nearby? Just roll a body.
No, but there's probably some trees.
No,
dead
think I'm-
trees. Why not?
I think I'm all right. I'm all right, Wyatt.
You all
Just
right?
like,
You don't look
let's
all right.
not let's not start any fights anytime soon.
All right. Yeah, the blood
You can
loss
sit
must
down
be
in
getting-
here.
In where?
She opens the door.
That's
That's
just ethereal door to
standing-
nowhere.
It's just a door standing on the ground here. But as she turns the knob on it and pushes in, you can see through this crisp cut out of the reality in front of you the inside of a house.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, is there a chair in there?
There's a lot of stuff that
There's
doesn't
a
make
couple of
sense
chairs.
lately.
I
Arlette's
walk
just gonna
towards the
head.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. All right.
We're doing this. We're doing this.
Yeah.
If-
She walks on in and just turns and waits for you guys to come in.
Wyatt looks that no one else is moving, I guess, around.
They're still frozen in place.
All right. Well, nobody go anywhere. Wyatt also goes.
They'll be fine. You guys go. I'll go in.
Yeah.
Yes.
She closes the door behind you, and you're inside of just an incredibly cozy little cabin. It is kind of like a higher level than a cabin. It's, you know, those people who build houses and call them their cabins.
Mm.
It's kind of along those lines, but, you know, there's a lot of books on one of the walls.
Ooh.
All of the windows are black, as if it's night outside.
Oh.
It's a relatively small-looking place, but you can see another door in the wall across from the door you entered through. There's a fireplace to your right, and there's a couple of couches there. You can see a small kitchenette off to your left.
Oh, is that an espresso maker? No, sorry.
Can I
Yes.
see what languages the books are in?
Sure. Do you want to like start walking around, or are you just?
No, I was
like,
just wondering
standing in
if I
place?
could notice, like, as I walked in, like, are they obviously in a language I know, or is there like all kinds of different ones, or is it all languages I don't know?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Oh, god damn it!
What languages do you know? Because I know that I told you guys languages were kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I only fucking got a 6 anyway. But Arlette has a big capacity for languages with the hermit background and her being like kind of a like weird wood scholar, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't think we actually picked.
Yeah, I think Wyatt only knows common and maybe like a top secret language.
I feel like she would know like
French.
French.
like common, and then probably like an old religious language, because I think we talked about her like homestead and her parents having had like all these weird religious scholar stuff. So she would know languages that pertain to like that field of study, I guess.
Can I,
Yeah, go
in
ahead.
relation to that, can I look around for Thieves' Cant?
Yeah, 100%.
Just
Do
take
you
a
know
look,
Thieves'
yeah.
Cant?
I have the criminal background.
Sorry, Betson.
Oh, okay, right. Give me a perception check.
Oh, 14.
14. Is there anywhere specifically you want to look?
Just like the door, the bookshelf, the window frame, not obvious places where words should be found kind of deal.
Okay. You turn around as you come in and look back at the door, and you notice a lot actually on the door, around the frame of it and everything. It's all kind of rough lumber, like framed in around. It's very, very finely, nicely done, but it's you can see in places where it's just been kind of embedded into the wood here and there, all kinds of different meanings for things. It's almost like someone was making notes rather than trying to make an actual statement for someone to pick up on, like rather than, this place is safe, or this person will give you food, or anything along those lines. It's literally just all kinds of them, and just like somewhat related to the ones next to them. It's like someone was trying to figure it out, or maybe just making notes of the ones that they knew. As you look around the rest of the room that you're in, you can see bits and pieces here and there, but it's more like along the lines of like drawing pictures on the side of your paper type of thing. Like you can tell that there's things that someone scratched into something when they were just needed something to be doing with their hands.
Yeah. Right.
But they are the thieves' cant that you know. Like they're not like symbols of a thief. Every group is going to have their own little symbols here and there, and there are a few that you don't recognize, but the vast majority of the ones that you do recognize are like the ones that your organization was using.
Right. Wyatt's going to keep that to himself because he's just looking around. And then,
way to tell me now. I mean, I just told everybody. Sorry. Go ahead.
He's going to keep that to himself, and then just like as he's making this casual kind of glance, just take a seat and see what Arlette and Velum are up to.
Sure.
Velum would have walked straight to a chair and sat down and just bled all over it.
I'm sorry, Arlette. I don't think I told you about the books.
No.
You rolled a what? A 6?
Yes.
There's books on the wall.
Yeah.
Cool. That's fun.
There are a few,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
one or two really, really fat books, and you can see that there is common on them, but the other ones you can't really just make them out just from standing by the door. But I mean, Wyatt was kind of looking around. Velum's made himself not dying for the moment. She turns and walks over and sits down on one of the chairs over by the fireplace. You can tell that she's not concerned about you guys being here, and it's just waiting for you to come over and sit down, essentially.
All right, let's gonna go sit on the floor by the fireplace.
What would Velum and Wyatt like to do?
Well, do you have anything to tend to our bleeding friend's wounds by any chance? Or like a nice sandwich?
Ooh,
I could
either
get
of
both for
those.
you.
Oh, both would be amazing.
She lifts up her left hand and snaps her fingers, and you hear her clattering over in the kitchenette, and things are just flying around. You see knives going over towards the bread. You see things being taken out of different cupboards. One of the cupboards opens up, and you can see like frost comes out of it, and things are being cooled inside of the cupboard. And there's a sandwich being made over there. What was your name? Blood. One covered in blood. Getting my kitchen dirty.
Paper is my name. My parents were not very nice. They tried to ruin my childhood. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah, it used to be pulp, but, he dried out a bit.
Okay, well, paper. You can come over here and have a seat if you'd like to not bleed out on the floor.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, you go over and sit down on the couch, and as soon as you do, she looks at you and snaps her fingers again. Give me a trauma check.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 3.
Jesus Christ. So luckily you're being healed by this, so it
Oh my god.
but you take. Let me see. What is your health right now?
8 of 40.
8 of 40.
I'm at 1/5.
Woof.
You feel a searing pain in your head again. As you
This
take
isn't
4
great.
psychic damage.
Ow, this is not great.
I
I don't know what
asked
I'm doing.
if you
Not
could
great.
help
Not
him.
great.
He looks worse. He's got to go back to being
as
pulp.
she snaps her fingers, the same thing that I described for Arlette earlier happens. That you see just for a moment all of these swirling symbols, and they go towards
Great.
her hand.
Now I have a
and then
migraine.
It instantly disappears. As soon as you start to feel the more pain, it disappears completely. It feels very strange as you feel all of your cuts
Oh, that's better.
go back together. You can feel your skin knotting itself back into place.
Oh, so much better. Kind of weird though, but better.
Arlette
Looks
was
really
watching
gross.
very suspiciously because she still doesn't fully trust this woman, and that's good.
Trauma
her
check.
like, she releases her tension.
Me or Arlette?
Arlette.
Okay.
How much did I heal by?
Nat
You're
20,
totally
baby.
healed.
Yeah, let's go.
Nat 20. My God. What are you up to now?
I just hit 12, so I now have a +1.
Ooh.
Sick.
I'm at 11.
I'm at 10.
It sucks you went down and went back
I'm
up
so sad I went down.
again.
Yeah, I feel great, guys. I'm feeling much better about coming into this random house that's not in the woods, but in the woods, but not.
It's in the woods. It's just not the ones we just left.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, it's all a bit confusing. I'm gonna Wyatt leans back, takes out the book that he carries around and kind of leans back in his chair and just makes a couple of notes. Seems to be doing something.
As soon as you take out the book and you notice her attention snaps over to it, she doesn't do anything about it, but you notice it instantly gets her attention. Arlette, with the nat 20 watching you, the last time you seen it come in and it was just there for a moment, but this time as she goes to snap her fingers in that motion of her arm going forward snapping at Velum, you see all of these symbols just come into place around her. Give me an intelligence check.
Oof. Okay. Okay. That's a 19.
Hey.
19.
Ooh.
You can see a very distinct pattern to it all. There's a lot of moving pieces, and you can't really tell what the shape of this is entirely, but you can see that there's a very distinct pattern or patterns as this spell happens, and it was just like a very clear thing in front of you. It was kind of amazing to yourself that you caught on to this as it happened, because it was just in the motion of her putting her hand forward and snapping her fingers very quick, but you just instantly seen all of these pieces of a puzzle essentially come together and then just vanish as she snapped her fingers.
Cool. So cool. So suspicious.
Suspicious. She takes out the octahedron and holds it out in her right hand, and Arlette, you notice when she takes out her right hand, part of her arm is not there. The gauntlet that she's wearing comes down and ends just a little bit past where her wrist would be, and there's a small gap in her armor, and you can see very clearly that there is just blue light inside of there, and there's no arm.
Okay. Arlette is just looking at her expectantly. You're like, when are you gonna start? I'm not gonna say that, but like just waiting for the explanation to start.
How much do you know about your king?
Just so much. Just like all the details, but if you want to tell us what you know so we can like compare notes.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Wait, can I make a
Everybody-
history check? Do I know
Yeah, I
any
was about
weird
to say.
shit about the
Every-
king?
Yeah.
Everybody give me a history check.
The king
Um,
does
I
the
will
king
say-
live? Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
The king doesn't live in Arborstone, does he?
Yes.
Oh, he does.
Nobody's seen him in like
That's supposed.
30 odd years or something.
Right.
Can
But-
I make a religion check instead of a history
Oh.
check?
Yeah, go for it.
I got 18. That's not bad.
Can I have advantage on history because I lived in Arborstone?
Sure.
And you went to university, so
Oh, thank God. Rolled a 1 and a 19, so
Hey.
I got a dirty 20.
hell yeah.
You don't just add your rolls together, Josh. No.
I know, right?
Uh,
That's the way it works, isn't it? You
what was it, sorry, that you got, Wyatt?
18.
18, 19, and Arlette?
12.
It's a dirty 20, actually. I got a
Well,
+1 to my history. So.
I'll actually let you make a history check as well as the religion check.
Okay. Oh, shocking. 19.
Hell yeah.
So you all know that the king hasn't been seen in about 30 years out in public. None of you know why, but you also know that there's a lot of rumors around that the king is dead and has been dead for a while, because at this point in time the king would be, he'd have to be over 100 years old for sure, because he was the one who essentially founded this new kingdom about 100 years ago. The town of Arborstone existed before that, but there wasn't any rigid political institution of any sort. It was just a lot of people living in the same place, and it wasn't really a safe place to live as far as you know from your history. But the king brought everybody together there, and he made the roads safe to go to other nearby towns. He essentially got everybody to believe in him, that he was going to make the world right again, though not everybody's agreeing on what it was that made the world wrong in the first place. But you know that the king hasn't been seen in about 30 years. He would be, you're not sure exactly how old, but definitely over 100 years old at this point in time. So the general consensus is the king is dead, but they're acting as if he isn't, because everybody believes him to be a god as well, because he had all of these abilities to do things that in all the history books they talk about it. And more recently there's been a lot more interest in the religious aspect of it all, and more of the Velum especially would know that there's been more of a religious spin on the policing in the city, and they talk a lot more about our savior, the king, and not just the king, but they talk about how he's watching us and he's always with us.
I don't have
And that's what that's what you guys know.
I don't know a lot about the king, but much like anyone in power, I do know that it sounded a lot like they wanted to fix something and did nothing to fix what was wrong with the city. And even if they did fix what might have been wrong with the city, it never would make its way down to the common folk. So I don't really pay much attention, if I'm honest. I'm sure one of my compatriots here would have a bit more knowledge or care maybe a little bit more than I do.
I don't know. I didn't learn much about him. My parents studied ancient religions, and they thought that the newer ones were kind of boring. We didn't have very many books that really talked about him.
Oh, that would be another thing that you guys would all know, is that for a long time, and still to today, the king has been hoarding books, and it's a very lucrative business to go and be an explorer out around the country to look for old buildings and things from the past, because the king pays highly for anything with historical significance to it, especially books. So the fact that your family had those books, Arlette, meant that they were being kept secret for the most part. Maybe not so much in the small town that you came from, but it was kind of like a known thing that, if there was an outsider from out of town came by, no one's going to run up to it and be like, hey, they got a bunch of books.
Okay, cool.
And how about you, city boy?
I mean, my parents used to talk about like the dirt roads and everything, and now it's all nice and paved for us. So like, I think some stuff's getting done. I'll be honest, I did not pay that close attention in history class. It was kind of my worst subject. But all those things.
Well, the king is responsible for fixing a great many things, but he's also the cause of everything that happened. You see, I knew him, and he was trying to help everybody, and he ended up separating our world from a great many other worlds, I guess you could call them, and in doing so left us stranded. The magic that you've all been told does exist, but it is much more tenuous to connect to because of this separation. And this octahedron. Yes, Wyatt.
Is that what you were doing, was magic? Like something from some kind of fairy tale?
Yes, or like something from your pockets.
My pockets?
Yes. Well, I suppose you don't keep your guns in your pockets.
Also cigarettes. These, I rolled these myself. I mean, I would classify
magic.
I would classify them as magic, yeah. The wonders it does for my morning, tell you.
Yes, nootropics are quite great. However, those would not be magic, but those guns you have certainly are.
Wyatt like flips like one of his revolvers. These, I got these for a steal at a little traveling merchant.
Yes, I'm sure he was quite eager to get rid of them.
I mean, they're just guns.
Not quite, but you'll see. She
Yeah, I
holds
mean,
up
what? I don't think I've ever seen a gun like that before, if I'm being honest.
Well, I mean, it's a bit big.
I mean, I'm thinking more the what color's the light that comes out of them?
purple, wasn't it?
Is it purple?
Purple.
Yeah, the purple light that comes out of it. In my experience, that's generally not how guns work.
That's not how these work.
Are you saying you don't see the purple light?
Are you saying you do see purple light?
Yes.
Arlette, Velum has obviously smacked his head in a major way. I think. Do you have a bed here, Nova? Was that your name?
Yes.
We should get him laying down or something.
No, Velum was quite correct. There is purple light comes out of your guns.
Would I see that? Is that something that we all see?
Now that you think back on it, you definitely saw that happen.
Okay.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, the muzzle flash is what you're seeing. Okay, right.
They're just normal guns. Like
Why, do
any
you
other
ever
We'll
gun.
put
drop
bullets-
that for now.
Did you put
we'll
bullets in
come
them?
back to it.
Yeah, I have to reload it.
Okay.
This octahedron,
Right,
Shaped
sorry.
up. Object.
Oh, yeah.
We're easily distractible. You know, we get caught up in moments. You'll get used to it. You'll be like one of us in no time.
One of us. Oh, sorry.
Sometimes I
is
forget
he
you're
always
18.
like this?
Yeah, he's 18.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I've
You
had.
So this
Go on. Sorry. I'm
Oh, yeah,
distracted.
sorry.
Please.
this is a key and an anchor at the same time. There are very few objects left that grant passage to the worlds that were severed by the king. But this is one of them that remains.
Is it to only one other world? Or does it let
Yes.
you just escape? Oh, okay.
This one brings you into, I believe they used to call it the Fae.
Sounds like you didn't finish a word.
So-
The Fae.
No, the Fae.
Oh, that was it. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Is that
that
why-
is something like Patrick would do. It's just and a word in the middle of it, but no, it's just the Fae, not the Fae Wild.
No, Wyatt's just being a dick. He's just like Fae.
Fae, Fae.
Oh, all right.
Oh. Is it because is it like the color of a storm? Are you describing stormy colors?
Are you seeing colors again, Velum?
It's been a rough day, Wyatt.
It has.
Got us into a fight,
I did.
and
Yeah.
It's been a rough day.
It has been. All those things
wait.
were true.
What does Scully dude want? Does he want the keys? He said his sisters had them and that he needed them back.
Yes.
Are you one of his sisters? Oh, do we have to fight you? Please don't say we have to fight you.
No, I have met him. Them. They're going as a he now.
You know what? I probably just interposed that. That's my own transference and projection. So
I think they were tree them.
free them.
Tree.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Sure. The skull, we'll call them, is
Oh, I have your
not
skull.
wrong in calling them.
No, we figured out
No.
that wasn't. Remember? Yeah, we got out and in the sunlight we looked at it and it was like 5 times too small.
Oh, all right. Never mind. We don't have the skull, I guess.
Well, you do have a skull.
I do have a skull, yes.
A rabbit, I think.
Is that? Huh. Fancy that.
Yeah, I think that's lucky if you keep it. Actually,
I don't think that's the lucky part.
Isn't it? Well,
no, it's definitely lucky.
it's all connected, right?
Yeah, it's all one thing.
I have a question about what Arlette would know about her own powers, I guess. Like, I took the Fey touched feat.
Ooh.
So, like,
Yeah.
would I have felt like a kinship to the energy there? Or is that, like, disregard for this world? Or
I would say that
would my interest be piqued at hearing that
You
was, like, what
definitely-
we think of as the Fey?
you definitely feel very interested in what she's saying about this Fae, because when you were there, you felt it didn't feel all that strange, even though the things you were seeing were definitely strange. It felt familiar in some strange way.
Okay.
Familiar. Sorry.
Familiar.
It was good.
Thank you. Yeah, find familiar. They wouldn't be truly the Skull's sisters. The Skull is they were a god at one point. But once this world was severed from its connections, they lost a great deal of power. And many of the former gods of the other worlds all kind of tend to refer to each other as sisters of, or brothers, or children of each other. None of them, if they are on good terms with each other, they'll likely refer to themselves as brothers or sisters, but they all tend to think that they created the others. And in perhaps some way they did, but none of them would ever tell you which one was truly the first to do any of it.
Sounds like a big jealousy racket.
Pretty
All
much.
jealous. Oh, right.
And where do you fit into this, Nova?
Good question.
Are you like
So
the weird
I-
cousin that comes over for Thanksgiving but like doesn't show up at any other time?
They're like, oh, we need a new door
Yes.
put in. And you shows
Yeah.
up. There you go. Hope you like wood.
She actually laughs at that. Not quite, but sure. I actually came here after the severance. I was torn here from another place.
Oh. Is everyone...
The severance. I wouldn't. You wouldn't know it. Wouldn't imagine. I don't even.
I mean,
know
I
how
know
to
a lot of
properly
things,
refer
so-
to it.
I'm pretty smart. I did some studying.
I can tell.
Velum's been to school.
Ah.
Yes. You smell of ink for sure.
Oh, that's me. I'm writing in my
Smooth.
book.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
why they call me paper.
Is that why they call you paper? Because you smell like ink, Velum?
I love how you call him Bill.
I know. I was trying. Yeah.
Both Justin and Wyatt know it.
Yeah.
The whole time I was just like, yeah,
Both
this
idiots.
tracks. Yeah.
Listen, we both have a modifier of +0 in intelligence, okay?
Is that in real life or in the game?
Sorry, Pulp.
Oh,
Both. I meant to say Pulp. Sorry, Velum's the nickname we have for him.
I
To be
know
honest,
his name is.
Yeah, I was lying about my name being paper. It's actually
know.
Velum.
Sorry, Pulp.
Good try.
You know what? I generally lie pretty well, but like I was almost dead, so
It's true.
it's been
That's fair.
yeah. It's not. I'm having an off day.
Yeah. Okay, so you were torn here from a different world.
Yes,
Yeah,
when the
it's-
severance happened, it affected a great many other places than just this world and its connections. But I tried to get home, and I don't think that will ever happen. It's been quite some time now.
So you've been stuck here since the severance?
Yes. Well, not the exact date, but every now and then there are ripples of the power that went throughout the existence when the severance happened. You may have seen them yourselves, the green flashes in the
Green-
sky.
And not just in the sky.
No, wherever they happen to be, but most people have seen just the green flashes in the sky.
So those were other worlds.
Not quite. They were connections to other worlds.
Like this wooden
I
door.
mean, I saw... So in my, like,
Similar.
way back, I saw a bunch of different worlds flashing in front of me.
Did you say that? Sorry, Arlette.
No. Sorry. My brain is moving. But the like original flashback thing that you talked
Yeah.
about, I'm trying to make sure I remember it correctly. And there was a bunch of different places that went
Yep.
through.
So that would have been connections to other worlds
Okay.
happening in like rapid fire.
Okay. This is Arlette saying things out loud. I
Okay.
think I've seen someone cause that.
Where?
it would have been like just way, way deeper in these woods, wouldn't it? Is that where I was from?
It's pretty much on the very edge of the woods here.
Yeah.
It was to the northeast up to the town of Stillben, where you're from.
Near the town of Stillben. I was deep in the woods following some strangers that had come to town. They were dressed very strangely. They had strange gear, and they weren't the soldiers that would occasionally show up. I followed them because it was so odd. And
Were they wearing armor similar to the ones you saw just moments before you entered my door?
were they? I rolled
They were.
super horribly when I.
No,
Okay.
they were wearing similar armor. You would have recognized enough
Okay.
to be like, oh, that's similar.
It was similar, yeah. And they had
It
royal
was-
stuff on too, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, and they had the marks of royal support.
Yeah, the ones acting in the name of the king are seeking to get powers of what they once believed the king had. And they were right to believe he had those powers. He had a great deal of power. And he did give it to many of his devout followers. And based on what I saw of the ones you saw earlier today, it seems that either he is still around or they have found a way to regain his powers in some way. But before we go any further, I have a gift for each of you.
Ah,
She puts up her right hand, and it disconnects from her arm,
Jesus!
and it goes over to
Disconcerting.
the bookshelf and hauls off 3 thin books right next to each other, and floats by and holds them out in front of each of you, expecting you to take one each.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Arlette, do you take one?
I love a book.
Okay.
You might not
Don't open them
guess
quite
it,
yet.
but
Velum has already like cracked the cover. Like,
Hey,
okay.
let me see how you were in school.
Hey, I just want to get ahead. Like, it's tough going to class when you're not sure of what material is going to be covering.
Hmm.
And it's hard to know what material is going to be covered if you weren't there the day before.
Yeah, but if I just read the whole textbook, then I don't have to. You know what? I
think I've got you figured out.
think you got me.
What if you go back to yesterday, and then you're ahead of the game?
Yeah, right. If I just read the book yesterday every day.
Job done.
what does the book look like?
It's not quite like expertly made, but it is pretty well, and you can tell it's homemade, but it's pretty well made, thin leather bound but loose book. It's just a blue piece of leather and some metal rivets, 3 metal rivets down through the edges of it, just binding whatever pages in between it are there. It's you might be able to make this if you wanted to, but it's it's pretty nice. You can tell she probably made this.
Okay.
So when you're ready, open the books.
Fuck, I was ready like 12 seconds ago.
It's true, he
I
was.
want you
Why'd
to
you
do
say
it at the same
don't
time.
open the books and then open? Like, why? Are you,
Oh, we have to
what's with
coordinate
this
this.
delay? Oh,
Yes, coordinate.
All right, on 3?
on 3 or at 3? Like after 3? Like 1, 2,
Oh, for
3,
fuck's
open.
sake,
1, 2,
Bill.
3, and open. Like
Oh, I was going to go 3, 2, 1, go.
on go or after go?
On go.
On go. Okay.
All right. 3, 2. Sorry,
Great podcast joke.
That was
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good.
we opened the books.
At the
Yes.
same time.
Yes. On go.
Right, each of you make a trauma check.
Oh, it's a book. Why?
Uh,
Come on, white die. Hey.
Oh no.
Nat 20, baby.
Hey.
Yay!
17.
I got a 9.
You got a 9? Okay. As you open up the book, the pages start to fold themselves over. You can feel your eyes literally locked to the letters on the pages. You can't make any sense of it, and you just feel yourself speed reading down through this absolute nonsense. Just symbols, letters, numbers, complete and utter nonsense. And the pages turn themselves and they start going, and then the last couple just totally flip by in a split second, but you're seeing the information on all of them. And as the last few pages are going over, everything on them starts to make sense. You still don't know what the words are exactly, but you understand you're looking at a spell. Each of you gain the cantrip Mage Hand,
Oh.
and you also gain a an ability that I'm going to call Lesser Mage Sight. So you, as you look up after reading the book, it's as if someone turned on a million lights inside of this house.
Hey, Wyatt, can you see the color now or no?
No, everything's just bright. Is bright
okay.
a color?
That'll fade, Nova says. And it does.
Oh, wait.
After.
I already had Mage Hand.
Oh, do you?
That's okay. I never used it, so now I have it, right? I think I didn't use it on purpose, to be honest with you.
Well, then I'll say that when you use Mage Hand, you can summon 2.
Ooh. Double Mage Hand.
You're muted, Sinead.
All I said was nifty.
Mage Hand times 2.
Sorry, what was Mage
Ambidextrous
Sight?
Mage Hand. Yeah, I'm going to call it Lesser Mage Sight. You,
Okay.
as you look up, it's as if someone turned on a million lights, and suddenly you can understand. You're looking at magical items. The brightness of it all fades, and you can tell when you're looking at something that there's magic associated with it.
Cool.
And you feel like if you were to sit down and look at something for a long time, you might be able to maybe not know exactly what spell it is or anything like that, but you would definitely be able to see better the magic associated with it. At first, it's pretty well blinding, but it does fade pretty quickly.
Cantrip or passive ability?
It's a passive ability.
Dope.
So what you're saying is I should not have identify as a spell I can use for later on because this is pretty similar.
No, you wouldn't be able to identify something with it.
Okay.
This is like detect magic.
Yeah,
on
it's
a weak
essentially
level.
like a low level of detect magic. Yeah.
Okay.
That is dope as shit. That's not what Arlette says.
She actually says that's
wow.
dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Gnarly, brah. Totally wizard. Get it? But yeah, that happens.
Whoa. I
So
conjure a
some
mage hand
things-
immediately.
I high five it with my mage hand that I conjure too.
I get a cigarette out of my little cigarette pouch and then flip off Velum with the other one. Why did I get 2?
You must have had the ability to do it within you already.
Maybe it goes with your guns.
Oh, maybe it does go with my guns.
That is rad.
I haul out both. Well, I put the cigarette in my mouth and I haul out both of the guns.
With your mage hands.
Yeah.
Looking at your guns, they're magic as fuck. It doesn't blind you like it would have if you were holding them in front of your face a few moments ago, but you can tell just sitting and looking at them for a moment that there is a lot more complexity behind these guns than there is than on many of the things around you.
Wait,
But you
guys,
feel-
what do I look like?
You look like Arlette.
Yeah, what does Arlette look like?
She's like, what's his name from
I
Twilight?
didn't mean to cut you off if you were still
No,
Just-
describing.
Just shiny.
Just glimmering.
Give me
This is the skin of a killer.
what was that?
Yes.
Just a really, really bad line from.
More like Wyatt. Am I right? Fuck. That was good. That was very good.
Wyatt and Velum, give me an Arcana check.
Ooh. +0. 16.
14.
Hey.
Sorry, that was really important. You sit and look at Arlette for a moment, and you both start to notice it's as if she has a tattoo that you didn't see before that's seemingly all across her body. It's just lines going, there's a straight line going down her forehead, down the bridge of her nose, and down straight down her entire body, it would seem, and small pieces branching off from it. Velum, I would say that you would have some amount of medical studies from your times in university, and it, even though you weren't really paying attention, it does bear some resemblance to when they talked about the parts inside your body where how the blood flows around. It gives you the same sense as that. But as you look at her and see it, as you move and shift your eyes, it disappears. But as you sit and focus again, you can see it again, and you can tell that it's not actually tattooed on her, but it is there. And if you were to look at your own hands, you would see it now going through them as well.
Arlette, can you see this?
I assume I can.
That's what you look like
Whoa.
all
Sit and
over.
focus for a moment.
I'm gonna put my hands like
Was that a Fantastic Four
in
reference?
the middle. God damn it.
Are we all like it?
Yeah, you are.
I've got him too.
Well, like I said, they, as you're sitting and focusing and thinking about it, it's there, but
Okay.
it's not like a constant thing.
Okay.
I have
You're hiding
unfortunate
in the
news
dark. It's
that-
not like you're going to have this glowing tattoo or anything.
I do have the unfortunate news that I think my guns are duds. Look, they're shiny. Look at this. Look how shiny they are.
As he holds them up, they look like the regular mundane. Well, I suppose you wouldn't know they're mundane, but anything else that you see around here that's magical, they just look magical. But to Wyatt to you, they are filled to the brim with magic. But to Arlette and Velum, they just appear as the chairs you're sitting on have a certain amount of magic in them, and they don't give off more than that.
Okay. So it's mostly in Wyatt.
Duds. Like I told you.
Well, they're not duds if you can kill people with them, and you've been killing people.
Well,
with them,
yeah, sorry. I meant in the sense that purple flashy lights of whatever Velum was on when he noticed.
I mean, I noticed it too.
Yeah.
Look.
No, but do you have like a window we can just like shoot out of?
Mass hysteria.
You can go ahead and shoot out one of the windows if you'd like.
I'm not going to shoot out a window, Velum.
No. Like I didn't say shoot out a window. I said shoot out of the window, not shoot the window out.
Of the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might prove to be more difficult.
Why did
They don't really open.
they're nailed shut? Do you have a hammer?
We're not in the real world, are we?
No, we're not.
What? That's a wooden door. What do you mean we're not in the real world? Knocks on a desk.
It sounds like wood.
Look.
Is that
Table.
metal wood?
Oh, is it metal?
We're in like a pocket?
What's a
Are
pocket?
we in
No,
a pocket?
we're in a house. Cabin.
I mean, cabins are like
I-
the pockets of the countryside.
That's a great
I
metaphor.
guess so.
It's the name of this episode,
Do you-
Pockets of the
yeah.
Countryside.
Do you write poetry?
I mean, I spent a lot of time alone before I met you guys.
In a
That's a
pocket.
yes.
In a pocket? Yeah.
Nova turns and looks to you, Arlette. Yes. Have you heard of things like this before? You probably have.
Oh, okay.
Like in like your parents' books and things. So-
Right. Okay.
but they would have been more along the lines of like a fantasy book, even.
Or like a folk tale where someone got
Yeah.
like sucked into a. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. It's not. I mean, I thought of it. I don't think that I would think of it if I didn't know about it.
Those books that you just read probably made some connections you wouldn't have made before. But yes, we're in a small little pocket of my own design.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract everything.
What the fuck is going on in chat?
Yeah.
I look up and all I see is at nofamepod number 24, nothing fucking tons.
Yeah.
That's from our Stardew Valley morning stream, okay?
Yeah.
Truly, just the wildest one had to come up when I did that, of course.
Oh, yes.
Anyway.
Nott.
Sorry.
Yeah.
For those not watching the stream, there's a thing that happens when you type in !! Nott.
It's true.
Check it out.
It's in the positive stonks now.
Yeah, we're going up. We're getting
shit.
there.
Yeah,
Donkey.
man. To the fucking moon.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That is
NFTs does indeed stand for nothing fucking tons.
So, wait. We're in a cabin in the woods,
Yes.
which is a pocket.
Yes. Yes.
In a jacket? Or like a...
It's, I guess you could think of it more of a... Oh my god, I don't know how to explain this to you.
That's alright, because I don't
you know
either.
I would just let's move on. Let's get away from the pockets.
Sure. Well, I'm glad someone here understands what's going on anyway.
Yeah, books are tough, so for some people.
Was that the first one you've read?
No, that's actually normally how I read, just that fast. So it was
I've
actually
never-
a pretty normalizing experience.
In the
so.
3 months that we've been...
Well, we haven't had any books, Wyatt.
Okay, alright. Well, never mind.
You know what? I'm feeling great. I will fight you now.
Well, I don't want to. We're going to make a mess in this nice little cabin.
Roll initiative.
It's just slapping because we're so weak.
No, I got healed.
I mean, strength-wise.
Oh, strength-wise, yeah. Yeah, I have a...
Arlette
if I
holding
have
both of us. Like,
Yeah.
two little
Yeah.
cats. Just
Is-
like,
My unarmed strike is 0 damage when it hits, so...
I think mine is -1. Because
It's a minimum of 1 anyway,
Okay,
guys. You'll
great.
still hurt each other. Don't
Oh.
worry.
I've got a -2 in strength, so...
Wow.
Um,
What is that? 6?
7, thank you.
7, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
I'm real close with my 8.
Wow.
The noodly dudes are real.
Yeah.
No fucking doubt. We got spaghetti and spaghettini.
Spaghetti Western and Velum.
I prefer rotatini, but
Listen, man, you start hitting the gym, you'll get there one day.
yeah.
Someday you can be rigatoni.
Oh yeah,
I'm hungry.
Rigatoni is that dude you look up to at the gym.
yeah.
Just this beefy fucking Italian dude.
I was just picturing crown of candy. Just
If you were to
Oh,
wear a crown of candy
Pastiverse.
to the gym, I think people will give you some strange looks.
maybe.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. End of campaign, everybody.
Velum macaroni is very good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
It's very good.
Well, macaroni. Nice.
Sorry, we were talking about food.
Paper flavored macaroni.
Nova. I'm having this sandwich now. It's pretty good. I get my little mage hand to get the sandwich for me.
Speaking of the sandwiches, I totally forgot about them. As they float over towards you, you can see vaguely the shape of hands holding them, and you look over to the kitchen and everything's being put back into place, and you can see just a ton of these similar mage hands floating around there.
There's a lot of them.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel kind of ripped off that Arlette and I only got 1. Wyatt's got 2, and you've got about 7,000.
I don't
Wasn't
know
my
how many
choice.
I have. I stopped counting.
Yeah.
Well, where do we go from here? So
Yeah.
there's still a lot of unanswered
The
questions.
king broke the worlds, and
Yes.
his royals are hunting for power still. And he had power, but might be dead.
Yes.
And the royals might be working for him, or might be stealing power from him.
Or maybe they're
I'm
like
not sure
the
if he
remnants
is
of
alive
him.
anymore or not. I would like to ask you to find out for me.
Huh.
So wait, are we doing what
Yeah.
Treesus wanted? They wanted us to like kill
What did you
I-
call him?
Treesus.
So busy trying to bite them that I can't really remember what happened.
Well, they wanted us to hunt down their sibling, I guess, that older or younger, we'll never know, apparently. So are we ignoring, or I was apprehensive to begin with, because the reasoning that they had was nothing. They didn't have a reason at all.
Nova, what's your reason for having us find out what happened to the king?
It's a good question.
Well, there's quite a bit wrong with this world since the severance, and if he is still alive, I'm hoping that he might be able to fix it and put things back to the way that they were supposed to be here.
Yeah, it's a better reason than Treesus. I will agree with you on that.
And you didn't try to stick vines in our eyes. So
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the vines. That was terrifying.
That was rude. Immensely. I was covered in vines at
Yeah.
one point.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I should have shot him.
It's been a long time since I've seen them.
Not long enough.
I take great
if you
notes
were
except for
to-
the quests that were given. I didn't write a single thing about what
Yeah. We mostly tried to fight him, but we just couldn't.
I wrote. Snarlette.
No. Snarlette. Nice. Good note.
Only the most important things make it to the notebook.
Whatever episode that was, that's the title.
All right. I haven't, it's Monday, so, okay.
Is that that episode?
I think so.
What episode are we on now?
2. Oh, this one? 5.
No. The
2.
one that's releasing on Monday. 2?
Bi-weekly
don't
release.
Bi-weekly.
Oh, it's the wolf fight, actually.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What did we name
before
episode
we-
1?
I forgot to ask you, and then I forgot to double check what you wanted to call it, so I called it Welcome to Silvistead. I always forget to ask about episode titles, so you just gotta fucking yell at me. I'll try my best to fucking remember, honestly.
Episode 2 will have a specific name. I'm gonna write it down so I can remember to message you.
Yeah.
We are on the ball tonight. What's going on? We're eating sandwiches.
You're eating sandwiches, yeah, they're pretty good.
I am also fucking around with my new mage hand to see if it'll pick up my greatsword. The greatsword has the heavy trait.
Oh, fuck.
So
Yeah, no,
if
it does
the
not.
Okay.
Wait. I'll send 2 of my mage hands over also. One on the hilt and one also on the handle.
No.
I'll say with the 3 of them, yeah, you can lift it up. It's
Hey.
it's
Teamwork.
You just hear the low hum of a bagpipe filling up with the mage hand pushing on the bag.
Right. This was an
Oh,
unexpected
what the fuck have I
consequence.
done?
Anyway,
You all
we
get
can take
one,
those
one
back.
mage finger. But yeah, no, she'll. I forget where we were. We got so distracted.
Sandwiches.
Yeah, finding out. We have to find the king. You want us to find out what happened to the king?
Yes, if you could find out if he is still alive or not.
And we're not following Treesus's request.
Yeah. Are we actively
No.
opposing Treesus, or are we?
I wouldn't advise actively opposing him.
We were pretty active about it.
We were pretty active about it.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be
He
surprised.
didn't
Sorry,
seem to
Tree would
take
be
it
surprised.
very badly, though.
Yeah.
It was pretty chill with the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
Not over the vines in the eyes, though.
No.
We could
I'm
keep
going
an
to
eye
hold
out.
on to this piece for now, because it's how I found you. If you do find another one, and she starts, she stands up and starts rooting through a drawer nearby.
Do you just store all of them in a drawer?
No, I'm looking for something else, boy.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Figured at least have them on a shelf or something.
I mean, or like lock the drawer, have a
Or lock
false
the
bottom.
Yeah.
You know, there's ways of making sure that stuff's safe. Put them in your goggles.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That
Lock,
was a good. Like, yeah, man, they did not see it there.
lock your goggles.
I found it immediately.
No, you found it, but you seem to have some like divine.
No one else
abilities,
found
so-
it.
Yeah,
So it's a good point. I did use magic to find it.
yeah. Nobody in our world has magic-ish.
Maybe that.
This is the first
priest-
time we're hearing about it. Well, yeah,
3 of us do, so I have to imagine.
Us,
yeah, but
we
we're,
do.
we're special.
We have the mage hands.
Yeah,
Wyatt's a bit slow picking up on it, but you all start to feel like you start remembering things you've done, and you start realizing that they were indeed magical abilities of some sort. She stops rooting through the door and she turns around and says, actually, there's quite a few people in this world that have magic. It's nowhere near as widespread as it was before the severance, but it seems to get glossed over. It's difficult to look at for most people, downright painful, as you might have noticed, Velum.
yeah, it wasn't great when you healed me, but
So for the minor things that people are able to do, they just think that they are just a thing that they can do, and their brain just kind of rewrites itself to make it make sense. But for the things that the priest was doing, holding on to that man with the staff,
That was rude.
yeah, that did look uncomfortable.
it was not entirely uncalled for. He was no longer, well, he was soon going to not be a man anymore.
Okay, well, explain that. Why? Does that mean that Kara and all them are going to turn into wicker wolves?
Wicker
Tree
wolves.
Tree wolves.
I like that. No. What happened to Kara before you went to see Treesus,
Right.
which is his canonical name now?
No relation.
2.
Yeah, no. Jesus Christo. What happened to Kara before you went to see the skull?
Oh, before turn into massive
Arlette
wolf.
fucked her up.
Yeah, Arlette fought her
But
1v1.
before that, she lured us into a cave and tore her body apart and turned into a werewolf and summoned her werewolf brethren to fight us. And there was that one that was wielding a sword. And there
That was
was...
wild.
Oh, that sword you have now?
Was that the sword I grabbed?
Yeah, that was it.
Cool, I'm paying
And then
attention.
me and Velum held our own the entire time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah, we held down the fort.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Velum and Wyatt make deception checks with disadvantage.
Oh no,
Why disadvantage?
You know why.
we're charismatic.
I am, motherfucker. That's a 24.
Oh, I got 17. Not terrible.
As they look like their lies, like passing muster, I'm gonna be like, they both fainted multiple times.
She believed him.
Why would you tell him?
Multiple times. No, it was not multiple times. And you didn't do shit about that.
Well, if you're gonna faint that quickly, I
yo,
hadn't even had a chance to look back yet.
Literally hit the ground, and then I kicked up because I was good to go. And then I helped Wyatt get back up.
I did shoot a lot of wicker wolves, so
Yeah.
my defense.
I did make Kara laugh pretty good.
We all have our own strengths.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, now that you have that mage sight, you'll start to pick up on the magics that you've been unwillfully ignorant to up until now.
Oh, the forest's gonna look wild.
Is the forest magical?
It's gotta be, right?
No. All right.
Like this forest or just forest in general?
Every
No,
forest?
the one that we
No,
work
this
at.
The one outside the door.
Specifically.
Wait, where does that door go right now? To your forest in the bay? Or like our forest back where we're from?
This goes back to the forest outside Silvistead where we just met.
Oh, okay.
Right.
It's we're in a weird pocket, you said. I don't know where things go.
Yes. This
Pockets
is,
only have one opening, right?
Unless
the whole
they've got a
thing.
hole
So
in the
it's
bottom.
like-
There's 2 doors in
No.
this cabin.
Most of mine have
Are there?
holes.
There is, yeah. There's no.
Yeah. Come on, Arlette. Pay attention. Ooh, strengths and weaknesses.
yeah.
One of my strengths is noticing doors.
Yeah.
Check it out. That's a fucking door.
Yeah. You know what? That window can be a door when it needs to be.
No, that one, she did specifically say that it's closed.
Yeah, but Arlette's strong enough to punch it out.
Not
maybe.
in a pocket. It's like there's
Velum just failed a door check.
You want me to roll trauma?
Not unless you want to. Yeah. If you think not noticing that a window isn't a door would be traumatic for Velum, then yes, please go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where were we?
Arlette
I don't
has
know.
gone down a wormhole and has her jacket pulled off and is like pointing to a pocket and just like almost unintelligibly talking about how it works.
But like, look how loose that stitching is. You can clearly get stuff in between those
But
seams.
conceptually,
And what?
does your
And
like
what she's saying is about the pocket in the jacket isn't entirely wrong. It's not a bad analogy.
Wyatt holds up his holster. What about this? This is like a gun pocket that has 2
Yeah.
holes.
Let's get
but it
2 holes in
doesn't go from anywhere. You gotta like cut a little slit and then there's like something inside and you go
Oh.
inside, but there's like not much inside and then there's fabric all around you, so you can't
How
really
small
go.
are your pockets?
Do you go into all your pockets?
Yeah, I got lots of room in my pockets.
You guys are
You're just
taking
like
this
sewn up.
as I'm shaking the jacket at them. I say, you guys are taking this way too literally.
Is that
I
my
don't think you're
jacket?
taking this metaphorically enough.
Did you take my jacket earlier? Can I have that back?
My vest doesn't have very good pockets for this explanation.
Well, all right.
Yeah, Velum takes off his coat because it's really worn out, and he's like, "Look!" And he puts his hand in his pocket, and 4 fingers come out the bottom. Like, see, multiple holes.
Yeah, that's a proper pocket.
It's a bad pocket.
What? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wait, these royals that are hunting for the power, should we be wary of them? I assume yes, since they branded us.
Well, they branded you.
They would not have the mage sight abilities that you have now, not to my knowledge. Perhaps some of them would, but as a rule, they wouldn't.
I mean, we did a
But
pretty
they
good job
are-
of taking that one down, so.
Is
Yes,
it
I did.
like attack on sight?
We put into work.
That really feels like a kill steal, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, right? We almost had it.
You
Yeah, I was just about to make my big move.
Yeah. I saw it.
DM note here. No.
Yeah,
Listen, he was
but
screaming
he was
out.
on his last legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Actually,
kill
you guys
me."
did have quite a bit of the HP of the gold guy. Way more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Back to this episode. So, to answer your question about Treesus and following his request to find his sisters, you certainly could if you'd like to. It's I would ask if you do find more of them to instead contact me. And she turns back to the desk, starts working through the drawer again. Oh, here it is. She
wait.
takes out.
Well,
Yes.
Treesus didn't tell us to contact him. The last time he just grabbed us.
Yeah. After we, might have dropped the silver
No. Treesus just grabbed us.
doodad.
We didn't drop
It
it.
hit a wall.
Yeah, I got sucked to the wall.
Yeah.
It.
She,
So what I'm saying is, if
she's holding a
Treesus,
small box in her hand that she was just about to hand to you guys, and just puts it in a pocket and hauls back out the octahedron.
yeah. If Treesus grabs us, what do we do? If we have one, or we just? You told us not to actively oppose Treesus. Do we go I don't actually have it, and slide in our goggles again, and he does a match?
She holds up her hand
Tree
with
does a
one
thing-
finger up in your face, film. Just a moment, please.
Sorry, go ahead.
And she holds up the octahedron in her right hand, and you see it was just this plain metal around the shape of it was, with a small little hook into it, which I don't think I described, but there was a small little hoop in it. Sorry. She holds about a small little hoop, and all of the metal on it drips away. And as it does, you see a very sharp green mineral of some sort is there in the octahedron shape itself, and as the metal is dripping away, it falls away from the little metal hoop that was on the top of it, and she moves her hand down and catches it and holds it back up. My apologies, he was watching you.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
strange.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not great.
He wouldn't have been able to see us in here, but I don't like the idea of him having seen me.
Peeper Treesus.
What did you just say? Paper treeses?
No,
That's even better though.
peeper. He's a peeper. Peeper Treesus.
Oh, peeper.
Peeper.
Peeper treeses.
He's peeping.
Peeper treeses. Jesus Christ. She holds it back up, and you notice that in the gauntlet that she has on over, assumingly a spectral hand, there is bits of gold in it from where the gold armor of the priest melted onto it, and you see just the gold parts start to move forward, and they go down around the green metal, or the green mineral, and she puts another little hoop back onto it as this gold just melts back down around the mineral, and she hands it back to Velum. He won't be watching now. Actually, wait.
I already have it. I already took it.
No, you don't.
She pulls back and my hand just goes with it. You were going to give this to me?
I was going to, but I'm going to hold on to them because it is how I found you. They tend to be beacons for those who might be looking for them. And you can put your hand down now, Velum. She reaches into her pocket and hauls out that box that she had earlier and hands that to you. You can have this instead.
Oh, thank you.
What's that?
Just one moment. The
I'm already opening the box and I close it.
the reason those priests, that priest and the others showed up is that they were most likely watching for signs of an appearance of something along these lines. They may not have known exactly what it was, but they were certainly aware that some form of strong magical object was in the area and had suddenly appeared.
Right.
Wait, so did they only appear when we were there for second Tuesday or whatever day it was? Like when we came back? Because like Kara had that. Did Kara and the miners fight them originally and then eat
Maybe
them
the
in the
werewolves
cave?
were also attracted by it.
When did...
Maybe
You're
that's
asking
just
about
bad
the
luck.
priests themselves?
No, so originally Kara lured us in there. We
Yes.
fucked her up and the wolf with the sword. And then we took the octahedrony doodad from Kara. Treesus rolled in, nearly poked our eyes out with vines, sent us back to the day before we fought Kara and took the octahedron thing. Now, what I'm wondering is, did the priest show up on the original day before we fought Kara, or did they only show up on the day that we went back to?
I would imagine that they still showed up. It's just perhaps your paths didn't cross.
Did Kara and the miners... Were they stronger than they were letting on? Did they beat up the Goldie dude?
A bunch of the miners
I
were
mean,
gone. Remember, we
to
were
be
trying to
fair,
find
at
the
this
rest
point-
of them.
What you're talking about hasn't happened. There's
No, it
literally no
happened.
way I could know.
No, it definitely happened to us.
Uh-huh.
We felt it.
But then you
Was
came
the
back in time
time
and things changed
travel-
because you came back in time.
Yes, and that's
The
what I'm
deer
wondering.
god?
Did we fuck up the timeline?
No, the skull did that.
Okay, it was him.
Okay, so Treesus fucked up the timeline.
Yes.
All this is a bit...
It is possible that that's what they noticed, but I doubt that very much.
Maybe it was Velum's bagpipes.
Are werewolves
They are
a
powerful.
common thing? Just as
Common,
a general
no.
point of... Okay.
They do exist.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, no, we
no,
got
I'm
that.
aware of that, yeah. Sorry,
Where-
that was
I mean,
rude.
outside of the influence of Treesus.
Well, this has been enlightening.
And also confusing.
Mostly confusing.
So lost. Can I open this box yet?
Yes, sure. Jesus Christ, I'm so
It's a mimic!
Fuck!
Inside the box is it's actually a small notebook and a pen. It's a very thin pen, but it's a when you write in that book, I have another one here, and I'll know that you've written in it.
If you write in your book, do I know do I see it in my book?
Yes.
Ooh. I have a direct message. I have a direct line to you then.
I was giving it to you as a group.
I think you're Velum's pen pal now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much just going to be exclusively Velum using
Yeah.
it.
I put it on the inside pocket of my coat, the only one that doesn't have holes in it.
I tend to just give everything
I
to Velum
regret
anyway.
that choice now.
Oh, wow.
Well,
It's one you made.
even
Did
if you
go back
give
in
it to...
time?
Yeah. If you give it to me,
I
I
don't
would have
think
given
so.
it to Velum. So,
Yeah, to be fair, this
Well-
pen wouldn't fit in Arlette's hand, so...
she's pretty strong. She might crack it.
Like, I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not that big.
It's...
Nova is taller than Arlette. but it could be the armor.
Well,
Robust 5'11".
Well, everybody outside that were frozen, they won't remember this having happened once you leave here.
right.
If you
Will they
find
remember
other...
the fight?
No.
What about the dead one?
Yeah, all the dead ones. And the knights, or whatever.
Well, wait. When are we going back?
You're going back to when it's just, you're not, there's no change in the time.
Oh.
Okay, so we're still going back to yesterday.
If that's today, then yes.
Right.
God.
Yeah, so we still have to deal with Werewolf Kara before she eats the miners.
But then
Kara
we...
is
What?
not a werewolf.
Then
Do
who's
you
the
know-
werewolf we killed and got the thing? Wait, no, what?
Are we going to meet ourselves?
There's a very strong possibility of that.
Are you fucking serious? I thought that
Isn't
that
that
was
a
going to be like a given
paradox?
no. Oh God, we should get the fuck
we gonna
out of this
are we gonna
place.
rip the worlds apart?
Why would we? Well, isn't that a good thing?
I can't imagine you would have that kind of power, no?
Well, we almost did kill that priest, so pretty powerful.
That's true. That's true, Wyatt.
Okay, but so Kara's not a
Okay.
werewolf?
No, Kara's
Where
not
did
a
the werewolf come from then?
Good
Was the
question.
werewolf
magic
wearing
of the
Kara's
skull.
skin?
Treasus.
Wait,
Whoever-
Teresa sent the werewolf to fight us and then wanted the thing the werewolf had? What kind of Loki-ass bullshit Avengers is this from?
Some creature from the Fae must have stolen it from Treasus
Okay.
and used it as a means of coming to this world.
Well,
And since you were sent back in time, they still did it. But it would appear that they didn't get the same person because Kara has no...
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with Kara. She's not a werewolf.
Follow-up question. Can you
Shoot.
make Kara and that group forget that we accused all of them of being with a werewolf or being a werewolf? Because they might think we're psycho now.
no, they definitely do. Yeah.
They have forgotten that they have run into you at all.
Oh, okay. Well, why did you just lead? Why did you gotta bury the lead like that? Just say
that's
that
great.
at the beginning, and we go, "Oh yeah, okay, send us back."
I
Said
wasn't.
that they wouldn't remember what happened.
Well,
Yeah, but you didn't say when they wouldn't remember what would happen till.
yeah,
We
a lot
spent a whole
happened.
day with them. I yelled at them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played the bagpipes through the night. They're probably pissed.
I was pissed. I remember that.
I put earplugs in your ears.
Okay, we need to talk about that later. I think.
Okay, because they clearly. Okay, I'll make some thicker ones. They clearly didn't.
No,
know.
that's not the problem.
The one that the priest had attached to his staff was the one who had the fake creature within them.
Right.
Oh.
But, oh wait. Oh, it's all
There's not
confusing.
much I can do about that.
So we need to fight that one again.
No, I can take care of that much. However,
Okay.
that person and the one who was killed by the other knights are still dead.
Well, not ideal.
It could be worse. Could
Right.
have been you.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be us.
I think we gotta just
No,
get
we're-
the fuck out of here.
Should we go back to Silvistead?
It's a fine start.
Do we know what'll, or do you know? I certainly don't know, and I really, genuinely don't think that Velum or Wyatt knows either.
I know a lot. Yeah.
What
He knows a lot.
are there just going to be two versions of us running around, or like?
I
Well-
don't think that the Deer Skull would have had the foresight to change that. So that's a very real possibility that there is another copy of you going around.
Highly concerning.
Wait.
That
do we have-
doesn't know
do we have to-
anything, that doesn't know magic exists. I think we just have to abandon this forest to our doubles.
I think
Or
we
do we have to go kill our doubles and bury their bodies in this forest?
I don't really want to kill either
Yeah.
of you, and I certainly don't want to viciously murder myself. And
Yeah, but,
I will
like-
tell you, it would have to be vicious because I would
I-
fight me.
I mean, that's fair. That is very fair.
I-
But like, I don't want to be having dinner with my parents at some point in the future, and then Velum Prime. Am I Velum Prime or is he Velum Prime? Whatever.
Oh God, you'd have to build
other
two
Velum shows up.
relationships with your
Yeah,
parents.
right.
Oh,
And I have to be like, no, we're actually twins. And my mom goes, that doesn't make sense.
well, you might have to go murder your double.
I have another request. Find out if the king is still around.
Fold it.
Go find out if there
Pry
are
them.
doubles of you. Because
Yeah.
I hearing you spoke about this, I believe that you should find a way to take care of that issue.
I will
God.
shoot myself. But I know both me's will shoot on sight. No questions asked.
Nobody moves or Wyatt gets it.
I mean, to
He
be
ain't
fair,
fooling.
yeah, I could probably jam with Velum too.
I'll probably shoot him too, to be honest with you.
Wow. All right.
That's fair.
We
I mean,
can harmonize on the bagpipes.
You know, Wyatt 2, other Wyatt, will shoot at me. I'll shoot at him at the same time. And then Velum 2 would probably back up Wyatt 2, and then
Yeah, you're right. I would
escalation.
have to back you up. Yeah. I mean, I just got to fight with a golden dude. So
Yeah. That was my fault. Also.
Well, best of luck.
Yeah.
Let me know when if you
Yeah.
find anything.
I'm
I'm sure
sure
you'll be
Velum
hearing
will.
from Velum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, probably right away to make sure this book works.
May as
It
well
works.
test
You
it.
don't need to test it.
Oh,
I already have it open.
it's a doodle.
Yeah. It's just like a doodle of how Velum like sees himself, but like anime style. Sorry.
Super
Make
Velum.
make a performance or a sleight of hand check, whichever one you prefer.
I will do performance.
You could write in secret code that's just musical notation.
22.
22. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're
So
awfully
reach-
buff in that picture, Velum.
Yeah, it's an accurate representation of me.
Okay.
You draw it and you're tickled pink with this depiction of yourself, and you're standing there
Oh,
admiring
don't you
it, and
dare.
it just fades out of existence. That's the good thing about these books, is that whatever you write down doesn't stick there. The
not a very good
unfortunate
book.
thing is that she takes another one out of her pocket, opens it up, and you see the same picture again. It does stick around here for a little bit longer.
Oh,
Right.
that's nice.
She closes it up. It's still on when she closes it.
You can frame that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
I
a picture.
could.
That's a gift from me to you.
I thank you. I look forward to receiving more.
Should we clue up this episode? It's getting late.
Yes.
Oh, I have one more thing to ask as we are exiting.
Sure.
Not to be too much of a bother, but if it wasn't too much trouble, do you think that maybe you could also heal me?
Oh, sure.
Arlette is at 35 of 60. Has just been carrying it really well.
Both of you got wrecked. I'm almost fine.
At the beginning of the episode, we were both down the same amount of hit points.
Arlette and Wyatt, if you just finish your sandwiches, you'll be fine.
Oh,
Oh, lovely.
all right.
Velum, you should finish yours as well.
I'm like on the last bite.
Delicious.
Okay. Toodaloo. She
Yep.
just kind of ushers you
Pushes
out
us
the door. As you leave through the door, she's holding it open and then closes it on you, and the door disappears.
Whoa.
As you finish your sandwiches, you will get... Where is it?
Level up.
Level up, level up, level up.
You get the benefits of Hero's Feast,
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh shit.
and you all level up.
Ah, we did level up. Ba-da-da-da. Let's fucking go.
Da, 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 da.
Triple multi-class.
Yeah, right.
Paladin, sorcerer, warlock.
Not paladin.
Fuck it, I'm gonna give Wyatt 2 more levels as long as you spend them in different classes.
I won't. 3 is what I'm working with.
Yeah.
Are you
I'll take
actually
2
going
levels if I can go 3.
If it's okay with you, I was going to
I don't give a shit. It's your character.
Hell
Multi-class. No, you all get 1 level. So.
I just want those sorcery points back because I got
Does
rid
this
of them.
Work like a long rest. Is that what we said? Level ups?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yep, it's like an
Okay.
instant long rest.
And max HP for the level up, right?
Max HP for the level up, and you all got the benefits of Hero's Feast.
Yeah. So,
Can you
immune.
roll for the temp HP?
Oh, the temp. Oh, yeah, we do it, don't we? D10.
Oh, do we each roll it?
D8. D8?
Creature that partakes of the feast gains several benefits, cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison, and being frightened makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Hit point maximum increases by 2d10, and
Whoa.
it gains the same number of hit points. These benefits last for 24 hours. Yeah, roll 2d10 for yourselves.
I rolled 14.
And- Are you giving us...
No, just
Just like-
2d10.
Yeah.
Not
Oh.
14.
Oh, fuck, I got 17.
That took
I rolled
me
a
second.
9 and an 8.
Holy shit.
Nice.
For the level up, are you just giving us like the... Are we still doing XP, or are you just like leveling us up too?
Yeah, I'm going to give you guys the XP from the last one as well, but you got another level up on top of it. Because I'm doing combination XP and milestone just to fucking destroy my own brain.
Yeah.
I actually have a thing worked out somewhere of how much... Like, I'm essentially, when I'm giving you guys a level up, I'm essentially giving you a certain amount of XP depending on the level that you're at. So I'll check my Excel spreadsheet later on and let you guys know.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Fuck yeah. We're in the forest.
You are indeed. The dead miner, the one who was killed in the fight, and the miner who was held up attached to the staff are not there.
Right, and they don't know who we are, so should we
They're
just...
still frozen in space.
and she only moved the other ones. She didn't move those ones.
No, those ones are gone as well. Like it's as if they rotted away in place. Like you walk over to where they were.
Sorry,
and
I meant
it's
she
just-
only moved the alive people back to where they were before.
Yes, yep.
Should we pack
moved
up
the
our
dead
camp?
ones. Yeah, I guess so. And
And
then walk back along the trail we walked here, except like
no, I think we should take...
carefully.
Well, we know how we got here, so again...
Do we? We kind of got lost.
No, what? Did we? Oh, I thought we were on the trail.
I can't remember actually. I thought we
Maybe
got a
the
little bit
trail is the
lost.
friends we made along the way.
Maybe I shouldn't lead, is what we're getting at here.
And we'll end it there for tonight.
Hey, what
Yay!
a
Level up on a hero's feast and some.
lore. Heavy lore.
So much lore.
A lot of juicy lore to dig
Love a
into.
lore dump.
Yeah, good stuff. Good fucking stuff.